Hello, Shalom. Continue with me in Daily Bread. We're on day 8. We'll be reading in Genesis 8:15 all the way through 9:7. We'll mix up here. Numbers 28:11 through 15. Joshua 11. Psalms 10. Proverbs 8. Matthew 8. We'll be reading out of the book of the Scriptures, 2009 version. Okay. And Elohim spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every life form of all the flesh that is with you, of birds, of cattle, and of creeping creatures, the creeping creatures of the earth, and let them teem on the earth, and bear an increase on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife, and his sons and wives with him. Every beast, every creeping creature, and every bird, whatever creeps on the earth, according to all their kinds, went out of the ark. And Noah built a slaughter place to Yahweh, and took a very clean beast, and of every clean bird, and and offered a sending offering on the slaughter place. And Yeshua smelled a soothing fragrance, and Yeshua said in his heart, Never again shall I curse the ground because of man, although the inclination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and never again strike all living creatures as I've done. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And Elohim blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful, and increase, and fill the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, and on all that creeps on the ground, on all the fish in the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all as I gave green plants. But do not eat the flesh with its life, its blood, but only your blood for your lives. I require from the hand of every beast, I require it. But only your blood for your lives I require. From the hand of every beast I require it, and from the hand of man. From the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whomever sheds man's blood, by man his blood is shed. For in the image of Elohim has he made man. As for you, be fruitful and increase, bring forth teemingly in the earth, and increase in it. All right. End of the Genesis portion. Be in Numbers 28, 11 through 15. And on the beginning of your new moons, you bring near an ascending offering to Yahweh, two young bulls and one ram, and 7 lambs a year old, perfect ones. 3/10 of ephah of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with oil, for each bull. 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour, and a grain offering mixed with oil for one ram. And 1/10 of ephah of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering for each lamb, as an ascending offering of sweet fragrance, an offering made by fire to Yahweh. And their drink offering is half a hin of wine for a bull, and 1/3 of a hin of a ram, and 1/4 of a hin for a lamb. This is the ascending offering for each new moon, throughout the new moons of the year. And 1 male goat as a sin offering to Yahweh is prepared, besides the continual ascending offering and its string offering. We get into Joshua 11. And it came to be when Jabin, the sovereign of Hazor, heard that he sent to Joab, sovereign of Madam, and to the sovereign of Shimron, and to the sovereign of Ashif, and to the sovereigns who were from the north in the mountains and in the desert plains south of Kinneroth, and in the low country, and in the heights of Dor on the west, the Canaanites in the east and in the west, and the Amorite and Hittites and the Perizite and the Ubites in the mountains, and the Hittites below the Hermon in the land of Mizpah. And they went out, and they and all their armies with them, as many people as numerous as the sands on the shore, with very many horses and chariots. And all these sovereigns met together, and they came and camped together at the waters of Meribah to fight against Israel. And Yahweh said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid of their presence, for tomorrow about this time I am giving all of them over to Israel, slain, hamstring their horses, and burn their chariots with fire." And Joshua and all the soldiers with him came against them suddenly by the waters of Meribah, and they fell on them. And Yahweh gave them into the hand of Israel, and they struck and pursued them to Great Sidon, and to Mithrath, and Mayhem, and in the valley of Mizpah eastward, and they struck them until no survivor was left to them. And Joshua did to them as Yahweh had said to him. He hamstrung their horses and burned their chariots with fire. And Joshua turned back at that time and captured Hazor and struck its sovereign with the sword, for Hazor was formerly the head of all these regions. And they struck all the beings who were in it with the edge of the sword, putting them under the band. He did not leave one breathing. Then he burned Hazor with fire. And Joshua captured all the cities of those sovereigns, and all those sovereigns, and he struck them with the edge of the sword. He put them under the band, as Moshe the servant of Yahweh commanded. However, Israel did not burn any cities that stood on their mounds, but Joshua burned only Hazor. And all the spoil of those cities and the livestock, the children of Israel, all the spoil of those cities and the livestock, the children of Israel took as booty for themselves. But they struck every man with the edge of the sword until they had destroyed them, and they did not leave anyone breathing. As Yahweh had commanded Moshe, his servant, as Moshe commanded Joshua, and so did Joshua did. He did not turn aside a word of all that Yahweh had commanded Moshe. Thus Joshua took all this land, the mountain country, and all the south, and all the land of Goshen, and low country, and the desert plain, and the mountains of Israel, and its lowlands. From Mount Helgad, that goes up to Suri, and as far as Baal-Gad in the valley of Lebanon, below Mount Hermon. And he captured all these sovereigns, and struck them and killed them. Joshua fought with all those sovereigns for a long time. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel except the Hittites, the inhabitants of Gibeon. All the others they took in battle. For it was of Yahweh to strengthen their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle in order to put them under the ban, so that they might have no favor, but that he might annihilate them, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe. And at that time Joshua came and cut off the Ammonites from the mountains of Hebron, and from Debron, from Anab, and from the mountains of Judah, and all the mountains of Israel. Joshua put them with their cities under the ban. There were none of the Ammonites left in the land of the children of Israel. Only in Azza and Gath, and in Ashdod some remained. Thus Joshua took the entire land, according to all that Yahweh had said to Moshe. And Joshua gave it all to the inheritance of Israel, according to their divisions of their tribes, and the land rested from fighting. Psalms 10. Psalms 10, each segment is correlated to a letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Starts out that way. Land, why do you stand afar off, O Yahweh, hiding in times of distress? In arrogance, the wrongdoer hotly pursues the poor. They are caught by the schemes which they devise, for the wrongdoer boasted of the cravings of his being, and the greedy ones he has blessed. He has despised Yahweh. He has despised Yahweh. In the pride of his face, the wrongdoer does not seek him. In all his thoughts, there is no Elohim. His ways are always prosperous. Your right rulings are on high, out of his sight. He snorts at all of his adversaries. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved. From generation to generation, never be in evil. P-E. His mouth is filled with cursing and deceit and oppression. Under his tongue is trouble and wickedness. He sits in the hiding places of the villages. In the secret places he kills the innocent. Aid. His eyes are on the lookout for the helpless. He lies in wait in a secret place, as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He catches the poor, drawing him into his net. And he crouches. He lies low, and the helpless fall under his strength. He has said in his heart, El has forgotten. He has hidden his face. He shall never see. Koif. Arise, O Yahweh, O El. Lift up your hand. Do not forget the lonely ones. Why do the wrong scorn Elohim? He has said in his heart, it is not required. Resh. You have seen it, for you observe trouble and grief. To repay with your hand, the poor commits himself to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Shin. Break the arm of the wrong one and the evil one. Search out his wrongness that would be not found out. Yahweh is sovereign forever and ever. The nation shall perish from his land. Ta. Yahweh, you have heard the desire of the lowly ones. You prepare their heart. You incline your ear to defend the followers and the downtrodden, so that man who is of the earth is no longer oppressed. So that no man is of the earth no longer oppresses. Proverbs 8. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? On the top of the heights along the way, between the paths she has taken her stand. Beside the gates leading to the city, at the entrances she shouts, O men, I call to you, and my voice is to the sons of men. You simple ones, understand insight, and you fools, be of an understanding heart. Listen, for I speak noble words, and the opening of my lips is about straightness. For my mouth speaks truth, and wrongness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, none of them twisted or crooked, all of them plain to him who understands, and straight to those who find knowledge. Accept my discipline, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all delights are not comparable to her. I, wisdom, have dwelt with insight, and I find knowledge, foresight. The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil. I have hated pride and arrogance, and the evil way, and the perverse mouth. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding, mightiness is mine. By me sovereigns reign, and rulers make righteous inscriptions. By me princes rule, and nobles, all the judges of the earth. I love those who love me, and those who earnestly seek me do find me. Riches and esteem are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold and fine gold, and my increase than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of right ruling, to bestow substance on those who love me, and to fill their treasuries. Yahweh possessed me, the beginning of his way, as the first of his works of old. I was set up ages ago at the first, before the earth ever was. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no springs heavy with water, before mountains were sunk, before the hills, I was brought forth. Before he had made the earth and or the fields, or the first dust of the world, when he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he inscribed a circle on the face of the deep, when he set the clouds above, when he made the fountains of the deep strong, when he gave to the sea its law so that waters would not transgress his mouth, when he inscribed the foundations of the earth, then I was beside him, a master workman, and I was his delight, day by day, rejoicing before him all the time, rejoicing in the world, his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. And now listen to me, you children, and blessed are they who guard my commands, for blessed are they who guard my commands. Listen to the discipline and become wise, and do not refuse it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, watching at the posts of my doors. For whoever finds me shall find life, and obtain blessing from Yahweh. But he who sins against me injures himself, and all who hate me love death. We're in Matthew 8. We'll be in Matthew 8 in a second here. I thought I had the page there. All right. There we go. So, Matthew 8, found on page 926 of the scriptures. And when he came down from the mountain, large crowds followed him. And see, a leper came and bowed before him, saying, Master, if you desire, you are able to make me clean. And stretching out his hand, Yeshua touched him, saying, I desire it, be cleansed. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Yeshua said to him, See, mention it to no one, but go your way, show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moshe commanded as a witness to them. And when Yeshua had entered Capernaum, a captain came to him, appealing to him, saying, Master, my servant is lying in the house, paralyzed, grievously tortured. Yeshua said to him, I shall come and heal him. And the captain answered and said, Master, I am not worthy Master, I am not worthy that you should come under my roof. But only say a word, and my servant shall be healed. For I, too, am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this one, Go, and he goes. And to another, Come, and he comes. And to my servant, Do this, and he does it. And then Yeshua heard, he marveled, and said to those who followed, Truly, I say to you, not even in Israel have I found such great belief. And I say to you, that many shall come from the east and from the west, and sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the reign of the heavens. But the sons of the reign shall be cast out into the outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing at the teeth. And Yeshua said to the captain, Go. And as you have believed, so let it be done for you. And his servant was healed that hour. And when Yeshua had come into the house of Peter, he saw his wife's mother lying sick with inflammation. And he touched her hand, and the inflammation left her. And she arose and served them. And when evening had come, they brought to him many who were demon-possessed. And he cast out the spirits with a word, and healed all who were sick. That it might be filled what was spoken by Yeshua the prophet. That would be Jeremiah, Isaiah? Yeah, Isaiah the prophet. Saying, He himself took our weakness and bore our sickness. Isaiah 53:4, that's from. And when Yeshua saw large crowds about him, he gave a command to go off to the other side. And a certain scribe, having come near him, said to him, Teacher, I shall follow you wherever you go. And Yeshua said to him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the heavens nests, but the Son of Adam has nowhere to lay his head. And another of his taught ones said to him, Master, first let me go and bury my father. But Yeshua said to him, Follow me, and leave the dead to bury their own dead. And when he entered into a boat, his taught ones followed him. And see, a great gale arose on the sea, so that the boat was covered by the waves. But he was sleeping. And his taught ones came to him and woke him up, saying, Master, save us, we are perishing. And he said to them, Why are you afraid, O you of little belief? Then having risen, he rebuked the winds and the seas, and there was a great calm. The men marveled, saying, "What is this? That even the winds and the sea obey him." And when he came to the other side, to the country of the Gerbershites, two demon possessed ones met him, coming out of the tombs, very fierce, so that no one was able to pass by. And see, they cried out, saying, "What have we to do with you, Yeshua, son of Elohim? Have you come here to torture us before the appointed time?" And at a distance from them there was a herd of many pigs feeding. And the demons begged him, saying, if you cast us out, send us into the herd of pigs. And he said to them, "Go." And they, coming out, went into the herd of pigs. And see, the entire herd of pigs rushed down the steep place into the sea and died in the water. And the herdsmen fled and went away into the city and reported all this, and about those possessed by the demons. And see, all the city came out to meet Yeshua. And when they saw him, they begged him to leave their borders. Shalom. Make it a great day. Read your Bible and talk to the Father.